Howdy folks, I've got a brand new kit for you today from Revell, 148 scale, Heinkel He111H6. This is a brand new kit for Revell. This is not a Revell kit per se. The plastic sprues inside is an ICM kit, so this is a Rebox by Revell of an ICM Heinkel. Let's take a look what we get in the box. Here's your dimensions: 148 scale, it's 30 odd centimeters in length, wingspan 47.1. Kit number is 03863. Nice box art. Let's take a look. Okay, this is the instructions. We'll take a look at the instructions quickly. Nice aircraft on the front there. The decals are in here somewhere. There they are. So typical Revell, their new instructions. You got all the what to do and what to look out for. And then if you've built the ICM kit before, you're gonna recognise it straight away because the instruction parts are pretty much the same. These are screws layout. Unfortunately, these two sprues, you don't need nothing on them. All the back parts are parts you're not needed, so there's quite a bit unfortunately with this kit. Start with, looks like the Bombay section. Wing spars, which is structural, which is nice touch, with some radio equipment. Bombay and wing spars being put together. Looks like more internal and flooring. This section looks like one of the gun sections. Down the bottom looks like cockpit detail. Up the top looks like more cockpit detail. More cockpit seats, some handles in the cockpit area, and then you start on the fuselage halves. You've got a side wall piece going in, mounting some spare machine guns, ammunition. It looks like a rack of some sort. Yeah, there's another rack of ammunition, machine gun. The side of the fuselage half with the glass in. They're asking for, looks like a radio. Another side wall. There's your machine gun and extra ammo. More clear glass going in. Section of landing gear. And then it's repeating the same steps again, but on the other side. So you do the left side of fuselage and then repeating it on the right side. Coming into your tail rudder, internal detail again, which is the flight stick or flight steering wheel thing. Not quite sure what you call it for a bomber. Mounting all the wing spars in, all in the side of the fuselage half, and then the left side going in as well, left and right. Another seat going in the front. And then it's asking you to chop off the tail and replace it with a different type. Yep, replace the tail, put in the aileron in, or is the aileron? Rudder, it'd be the rudder as well, sorry. Bombay doors going in, machine gun rack, more machine gun mounts, the top of the aircraft where you got the machine gun, the bottom of the aircraft going in, if you're going to have extra bombs or the aircraft can carry torpedoes and stuff. Flaps and ailerons Looks like they'll be posable, which is a nice bonus because they'll ask you not to glue on these pins. Putting the engine together, so you've got some engine detail, which is here, all engine detail, which is a nice bonus. Putting your bottom of your wings on, mounting the engines, engine cowlings going on, and back of the engine parts, I'm not sure what that is. Some kind of cover with some aerials on it, some more flaps. I've used pegs. More cowling. So what's the difference between this one and this one? Not quite sure, you might have to look into that. It could be two types of cowling. Top of your wings going on, and your flaps, not to glue them sections, so they'd be movable. Your tail back wheel going on, engine covers, one of the machine gun covers, and canopy around the machine gun, which is on top. Part of the engine cover going on. The exhaust system, I think this is, I'm not quite sure what that is. Engine cover, yeah, exhaust system. Again, same side, left and right. Or you could leave the covers off and have the engine visible, which I might even do that. I know you're working on your cockpit, putting the instrument panel in. The cockpit section glass comes in 3 sections, so gluing it's going to be a little bit tricky without it messing up. One of the machine guns going in the front, bubble canopy piece. I'm not sure what this canopy piece is, could be the bottom of the airplane. Mounting the big glass dome at the front of the bomber one. There's another glass top on top here. Another machine gun. Yep, that machine gun's on the bottom, so it's the belly machine gun for this bomber. Landing gear and wheels. Yep, more landing gear and wheels, dropping it down, having it in the down position. More structural parts for the landing gear. Looks like hydraulic arms and stuff. I'm not sure what that is. Looks like a radiator or grill of some sort on the front of the airplane. Your bombs, putting all your bombs together, which go in the bottom of the aircraft. So there'd be 2 big bombs. I'm not quite sure. Probably 1,000-pound bombs or more, maybe. Yep, putting the bombs on still. Landing gear doors going on. Doesn't show about it being closed up. I suppose you just put the landing gear doors in and not worry about the landing gear. I suppose you could have the landing gear up. Propeller, spinner, nose cone, all assembly there. Another machine gun going in. 2 types of canopy at the top of the aircraft, so be careful which one you're going to use. An aerial going on, and this is one of your paint schemes. I believe this is a desert stroke night scheme. I'm not 100% sure on this. The reason why I say that is because it looks like the desert top with the bottom of the aircraft is dark, so I'm thinking that's why it could be desert night time. I don't know. And this one is 1941, over near Russia somewhere, fighting, which is the splinter camouflage, which is the common version of the bombers, with the typical blue bottom. You don't have to do these paint schemes. If you've got other markings, you can do what you wish. This one I do like, but I'm going to do research on these 2 aircraft before I consider doing a colour. Here you get your decals, a little bit of warning. Your decals are printed by air dock. I'm not sure who that is. Printed in Italy. I think they could be cartograph. Hopefully they are, but they are on the matte side. Shouldn't be no problems, hopefully. These stripes are the bands that go around the back of the aircraft near the tail. Me, I'll paint them on. I only use the crosses and the serial numbers on the side and some of the stencil data. But these stripes, I paint these on personally. I would try and paint the crosses, but I haven't got the stencils or the mask to do that yet, and I haven't learnt how to do that yet. So here's one of the sprues you get with the kit, which is not needed at all, which is a torpedo, or 2 torpedoes. You got another half in the bag somewhere. So this would be for a different version. So this is one of the sprues that's not needed, unfortunately. This sprue here is your main fuselage halves. Again, got nice panel lines. There's a few rivets around the wing section there, but it's not rivets on the actual main fuselage itself, so you may want to go over a rivet tool if you wish. Entirely up to you. Bottom of the aircraft, there's another bottom, so you've got 2 types. This is a side part wall for inside the Bombay section. These sections sit inside here to make up this side section of inside the fuselage halves. Doesn't look too bad. I've got this ICM kit that this is from. I have one of those as well. Be careful, check your bags, make sure you've got no bits missing. So there's the other half I was mentioning about the torpedo section, which is not needed. Again, this is another piece for the bottom of the aircraft, which houses the extra torpedoes or those big bombs. There's that extra tail half, and there's the other half, which has got to be replaced. Part of the landing gear. This sprue contains your wing spars, engine cowlings, another landing gear with the wheel attached, top of the aircraft with one where the machine gun goes, a seat, another wing spar. This sprue is pretty cool. Engine cowlings, cockpit floor, that's the cockpit floor. Not sure what these pieces are. Two sprues here identical, which contains your propeller and wheels. So nice propeller, because it's an ICM kit. Their kits are pretty good moulding. There wasn't flash or burring. When I first looked at this kit and I looked inside, I looked at this kit and I thought this is very clean for Revell, and then until I come across it and realise, like I mentioned, it's a reboxing of ICM. Here's sprue 2 the same, which has got some more wheels, and this is to do with engine detail. So there's some of the engine block, engine internals, some more propellers. So there's different types. This is to do with the engine mounts, some bombs, tubing, wiring, probably for the exhaust system. Not sure what those pieces are at the bottom. Some kind of panels, another nose cone, some more bombs at the bottom. There's a exhaust system here. Got the machine guns. The ends are not drilled out, unfortunately. There's the ammunition drums. So yeah, a nice sprue this is of parts. This bag here contains the wings and stuff. Nice resealable bag, which is nice. This is the upper and lower wing surfaces. So again, you've got nice crisp, clean moulding. RCM have stepped up their game hell of a lot. They did have a bad reputation at first, but they've stepped up their game quite a bit now. So this has got quite good detail. There's some of your rudders and stuff, and main wings. Here's the other side again, just as good and same kind of detail. Again, it's got all your detail for your flaps. This is fine detail. There's some landing gear parts. Not 100% sure what that is. I think, was that the ring that goes around the gun section? This is really fine detail parts. You've got to be careful taking these off the sprues. There we have 2 bags of clear. If you're wondering why I'm wearing white gloves, because I don't want to get this kit dirtied up and stuff, because it's such a clean mould. So here's the 2 domes that go over the top of the aircraft where one of the machine guns are. This one's closed and this one's open. So you can see it's crystal clear. I do like these resealable bags. This piece is going to come off, so I have to be careful.
Guys, there's some mince pies that's got to be eaten today.
Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, nice clear canopy piece. Another canopy piece, more clear. So this section, this, and this section, it's got to be glued together to make the circle part of the front of the aircraft. So it could be a little bit tricky to do those without it getting glue everywhere. This one's a little bit marbly because of the curvature. It shouldn't be too bad, still should be quite clear. Yeah, it's pretty good. The glass is good. These flat surfaces are going to be perfectly okay anyway because they're flat. Okay guys, there you go. There's the brand new kit from ICM. No, sorry, not ICM, Revell, which is the ICM kit. Heinkel 111H6. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you later.